There, that should be better. Everybody should be able to hear me now. How's everybody doing? Sorry we're a few minutes late. I mean, it's getting to be a habit now, but the last minute prep needs a little work. So, anyhow, I'm glad everybody's here. Let's see, what do I have here? That looks like it's a whole bunch of nothing. So, yes, we are sold out. That is an awesome, awesome thing to start off with. So, it's feeling good. It's a good start. So, I have got several of the features that I was working on, and several of you were trying to help me out with last night working. So, if anybody wants to, try some of these out, I've added some CloudBot games. I believe there's one that is for slots, so exclamation mark slots. There's a gamble, so exclamation mark gamble. And of course put in a value afterward. The currency we'll use is I'm calling them owls for now, so hopefully that works for everybody. You can find out how many you have by simply typing exclamation mark owls. Speaking of which, let me get you guys some owls. I think that should get everyone in the stream some goodies. Hopefully. Unless it decided not to work for me today. Oh. Let me move some things around here. It was working last night, so I can only hope that it's working today. Let me try something else here. It says that it's working. Need to take care of one more thing here. Hey, Bill Snodgrass, good to see you. I don't know that I've seen you join before, but welcome. It's a great thing to have you here. I think I've also got 8-ball, and I'm working on a heist that we can do, but we'll see. I'm not sure if stream health looks like it's kind of poor right now, so I'm not sure what's going on. Continue to get a few things set up here. I really thought we had these figured out by now, but it's been an interesting 24 hours trying to get that done. So, Walker Magnet, you should be a moderator now. I'm not sure why it's not doing that, but you should also, my hope is that if you ever need my email, you can put in !email, or no, let me do one thing here to see if I can get this to work correctly. It worked last night. And hopefully I won't have to restart anything. Okay, let me see if this works. Okay, I think it might work now. So Walker, you're now blue. So that's a nice change. Get a couple of people to moderate. Bill, I'm glad that you're here. There we go. It worked. Now let me get you guys some owls. Scratch and Go Crazy, hello. Let me get everybody. Get everybody some owls there. All right, perfect. So we should be able to test this out real quick. And if you're looking for the comment video, that should be coming up in just a moment. There we go. There's our comment video. So, hopefully this will kind of keep things a little bit more entertaining. And I'm kind of blown away. We have picked up a number of subscribers in the last few hours, so that is very cool to see. Let me zoom over to see just where we're at. 213 subscribers. That's up almost 10 from this time last week, so thank you to everybody. I would take that kind of pace all year long, maybe just a little more, get me to that 1,000, you know, but we'll see how it goes. Let me see if there's anything else I need to do here. Let me look at the games that I have turned on. Okay, so I have the gamble. So !gamble with an amount. If you need some owls to play with, I can help you there. !8ball with a question. You can play 8-ball. It's kind of like the Magic 8-ball. !slots with some owls. You can win that. You can challenge each other to duels with !duel. Type in a username and then points, and you should be able to accept a duel. I'm going to work on getting the heist game. There's a little more setup in the background that needs to be done, so we'll get there. I was just glad to have this working yesterday. So add one more thing to my list of things to do before we get going is to refresh, essentially do an IT reboot of the CloudBot so that it functions properly prior to the stream. So yeah, that'd be great. All right, so all that said, we are sold out today. I'm glad to say. I got the camera turned to where we can all read the proper direction from left to right. Feel like I'm winning today. So we have Walker Magnet who donated for the first 30 rolls. Thank you, Walker. We have Woozy, who reportedly is asleep right now. We'll see if he wakes up in time for his 20 rolls, but that's going to be the 50 rolls for the box today. If we find that we can sell these out ahead of time and maybe even start pre-selling some, we might consider bumping it up to 2 boxes during a stream. So we will have to see how that goes. So with that said, I've also set up the end of stream giveaway. It'll be a 40% Kennedy and a Merc dime. We'll do that with the random comment picker. And because we now have the ability to run a giveaway for those who are in the stream, when we open that up, put in exclamation point GAW, to hopefully have somebody stick around until the end of the stream. We'll do a viewer giveaway. So obviously it'll be a giveaway run not from the comments but from those who are active in the stream. We'll be giving away a 1945 Walker half. So hopefully that'll be enough to have some more people stick around. If we hit 50 likes, we'll do another giveaway. And if we hit 300 subs, I'll have to come up with something on the fly, but I'm sure I could come up with something nice. I was able to go to Trade Day on Everyday Opportunities channel yesterday and pick up a few things, so we will have some more goodies to give away in the future. So this will be great. Well, that's cool. When you do a duel, it actually gives the person the opportunity to exclamation point accept or exclamation point deny within a 2-minute period. So it actually gives you some instructions there. So hold on, I'm going to get the $50 out and we will get started. Let's get, yes. Walker Magnet will probably remember this device that we used. The day we used that, he found 72 silver $50 in the box. So I know he's excited. First, let's go ahead and mark today's date on this box. I was a little bit off camera here. Let's get into this box and see what we might have. In the way of goodies for Walker Magnet and Woozy. Now, if you haven't been on the stream before, what I will do is I will look at 73 and 74 D mint mark $50 when we find them during the stream. Angel music in the background. That's good. Oops. Tip this. I'm going to have to reset things just a little bit. Got things a little bit out of whack here. But this box seemed to have a little bit of a rough journey to my hands. Actually, it's a week-old box that the bank told me that their new company did not deliver the box that was ordered for me this week. but they had an old box left over, and that's the one we got today. So we'll see. Hopefully the box that we should have isn't going to someone else with a bunch of silver in it. So let me continue to get set up here. These rolls seem like they're a little out of line. So anyhow, I'm just looking them over. I see, oh, what do I see? I don't think I see any silver. Maybe some potential with this one or this one here. We will start this way and come this way. So here's 10, 20, 30. We can mark that. Well, I'll tell you what, I will just take Woozy's rolls out of the box since there's fewer of them. Set those to the side. I want to thank Woozy and Walker for stepping up and selling this box out early. Alright, so we've got that set up. And where is my box that I usually set these on? Hold on just a second. There. Now I have a box that's a little more stable to be able to set everything on. Alright. Let's quit fooling around and let's get hunting, shall we? Alright. We will get your first 5 rolls up here. We will get started with Walker Magnet. So, hey, J Money, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Now you know we're in business, or we mean business. Make sure that I'm still where I thought I was going to be on the viewing here. Seems like we're tipped down quite a bit. There we go. I think we're good now. So, without further delay, let's get into the rolls for Walker Magnet and see what we got. One more last thing. Set up boxes over here. So when we have some second chance or double check rolls to look at, we can do that. A nice looking one right on the end here. A couple of them with shiny edges, but no silver on the first roll. So what I'll do is I will definitely be looking for silver, of course, NIFCs, DDOs, proofs, 40% silver, 90% silver, and I just realized that I still have last week's stats up there. Give me just 1 second. I meant to do this last night and it just started delaying on me, so quick pause. I know. Get it together, Copper Owl. Okay, got those. I will modify these. zero out the board for today. And away we go. All right, now I think I've got everything pulled together. So, does everybody like the sold out there? I know I do. Okay, let's get rolling. A couple good looking 72s there. I don't take time to look at the 71Ds. There's just so many of them. The 72s, the 72Ds, they easily have the most quantity that we have when we're going through these that are at least DDO or no FG potential. So if I find an 82P, I will stop and look for the no FG there. Just realize that I need to move all of Woozy's over to the other side. Angry Warrior, hey, hello, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. We're just getting started, as you can see. I'm still, just a little bit on the unorganized side of things this morning. It's been kind of a crazy morning. I started off, I wanted to Memorial Day tradition for me, or Memorial Day weekend tradition for me, is to watch the Indianapolis 500, which I just loved as a kid. I've always loved the Indy cars. Just a lot of raw power in those engines, and I got to see part of it. It's probably getting close to being over with by now. I tried to get it on the TV that's in front of me as an extra monitor, but for whatever reason it's not showing up. That channel's not showing up, and so I'm not getting to see it. So no spoilers on it, please. So yeah, Kayla, good to see you. We are sold out. That's a great feeling. It's been a little while since we did that. There's a 74. Let's look at. I need to see if I can bend that down a little closer. Get a little tighter read on that. If I can get that into focus here. Added a couple new little things. You'll see one here right now. I am going to switch over to the zoom. And get that set up to where we could get it the image a little sharper. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a delay on my cell phone coming back to me here. All right, here's a 73. Looking for thickness and doubling in the R. I don't think we see that. Another 74D. I don't see the doubling in the R. Or in the R, well, of course in the R, but also the serif on the 4 would have it.
250-733 disconnected. Ready to connect.
Oh boy. I hope my wireless microphone or wireless speaker in the background won't continue to talk to us throughout the whole thing, or I'm going to have to figure out what to do about it. It's always the little things, right? All right. Well, it may not be silver in every roll, Walker, but let's hopefully find something. I'm not seeing it from this side. Kind of a nice edge there. It's a newer 83. 73D. I feel like that's really sharp. There we go.
Ready to connect.
Oh, there she is again. Ready to connect. Okay. Don't think we're seeing it. Something tells me maybe we're going to find you a DDO with the number of 74s and 73s we're already finding. 71s are kind of a headache to find that DDO. There's two possibilities, of course, but they can be tricky. They can be real strong or they can be real subtle. David Carlisle, welcome. Good to see you again.
Ready to connect.
.308, good to see you. Looks like we've got a good turnout today. Grateful for that. Couple close calls with a 90 and a 98. Not the NIFCs we were hoping they might be from the edge. So let's keep moving. Hopefully the new microphone sounds good. I did go out and get a microphone for the setup. Look at this one a little bit closer if we can. Okay, now you can probably hear me when I change that. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, just doing a little fine tuning here. When you're a one-man show, you get to do a little bit of that. There's another 74 for us to look at. I didn't realize that I didn't have a microphone set up on the scene that I was switching to when we go to that zoom view. Another 74 to look at. Nope. Almost had 3 straight 74s. I had a 74, but it wasn't a D. Mint mark. Is that a D on that or not? Yep, that's a D. Okay, that'll be a second chance look. All right. Well, is everybody enjoying the games that we've got connected now? Gives you a little something more to do. Let me give everybody some owls so that everybody has some. Give out 1,000 owls to everybody. All right. There we go. If you didn't have some, now you have. Now you should get some. Ooh, we're gonna have something. We're gonna have something. We've got to. That is a 2020 NIFC from Denver. So we have a find. Well, that's shiny too. You can see the 2020 from here. Woo. Good looking. And we have another one, I bet, right here. We have a second 2020, and this is Philadelphia. So you've got the D and the P from 2020 NIFCs. Awesome. Congratulations to Walker Magnet. Now, as you may or may not know, I've kind of gotten with the trend of, if you get multiple NIFCs and you're not looking to keep those, then we can put those into, we can merge those. Once you get 3 of them, we can get you a Mercury dime. If you get 4, we can bump that up to go from 3 to a dime, 4 to a quarter, and 5 will get you some 40% silver. And if we go way beyond that, we'll just have to work something out. If you get 5, I could probably do 2 dimes too if you prefer. So we'll see where we go from here. All right, that's your first 5 rolls, Walker. Plenty more to go. 2 NIFCs so far. Let's go ahead and update our board. We'll try to remember to do that every 5. Luckily, the speed of my computer is cooperating with me today, so that's a good thing. And let's get us up to 2. So we have broken the seal. Man, the other night, Friday night, Rob was having a devil of a time even getting NIFCs up on his board. It wasn't until I think late in the 3rd box or early in the 4th box that he was able to do it. So he was getting skunked hard the other night. So, yep, those were really shiny from the edge. So I had a good feeling that we had found something. Let's check that. I think it's a D. Yep, it's a D. Pardon me while I make some noise. All right. Money, David Carlisle, you're still here. That's awesome to see. Up to 14 viewers. I mean, I think this is probably getting pretty close to one of my top concurrent viewerships. So really appreciate it, everybody. Wow, I didn't expect it. So it's very, very, very nice of you to all stop by like this. Doesn't hurt when we find a few things, right? Check this 74. Oh, about lost him. Well, you're going to get lots to look at second chance wise, Walker, so we'll see if we add anything to your totals. If you're needing some owls, let me know. I can send them out. That is the currency we'll use here in this stream. I kind of like Southern Metal uses possums, so I didn't feel too bad about using owls. Seemed to be fitting anyway. There's a good looking 74. Maybe it's a DDO. Nope, not this time. Not this time, not yet. 73. Almost another NIFC there, 2001. So what kind of plans does everybody have for their day off tomorrow? Hopefully you do get a day off. Most places do. My company doesn't really give us every federal holiday off that maybe the government gets or banks, but we do get Memorial Day off, of course, like everybody. Ooh, we have a possibility. It's a possibility right here. I think you may be able to see that right about there. Cross your fingers, Walker. It might be our first silver in a long time. It is. It is. It is 40% silver in 1969 for Walker Magnet. What a shock. Walker's finding silver on this stream. And as I mentioned yesterday, or I mentioned in the comment video, silver's been so light that the first silver of the box would be matched. That's right. Let those booms come out. They've been holstered for quite a while. I thought it was going to be a painted edge. There's another 69 to go with it. Whew. I am so glad that the drought is over. Let's get a good look at them. This is the match. That's the one we found. 69D. Good looking. Not in too bad a shape. It's got a little dirt on it, a little wear on these cheeks, but silver is silver. So you will be getting silver, Walker Magnet. Boom is right. Whew. Been a long time, man. I am glad that streak is done. Now, in true hunter fashion, let's find more. Let's find some more. So I know that's a shock getting silver from my stream there, Walker Magnet. 73D with the Ring of Death on it. I don't think it is, but I'm going to hold it back and take another quick look at it so we don't hold things up here. So 2 NIFCs. We're in our 10th roll for Walker Magnet. He's having some pretty good finds so far. That's right. Congratulations to Walker. Got some fine edges here, but they are, one's newer, one's older. We'll go through them. No silver edges though. Another almoster. Here's a DDO opportunity with this 74. Don't see the doubling we'd like to see. Kind of a dirty 73 here. Nothing there. We've got a third NIFC for you, a 2004P, I believe it is. Anyway, so NIFC number 3. Not too bad so far, Walker. 5 finds. Now that will get you the opportunity to trade it in for something else that you might like. We will go ahead and update the board here. Since we're at 5 more rolls, so we have found 40 and a third NIFC. I should say you have 4 finds. We've doubled the 1 silver. So Walker, when we're done, let me know what you'd like to do with those NIFCs. We'll see how many more we might find. All right, we're going to start in on your next next 10. Let me fix something real quick here. Alrighty, got that taken care of. Let's get back to this. Just a newer 97 looking nice from the side. I think that's going to be it though. 82D there. You guys hear some voices in the background. My kids are just up the stairs from me. 73D here with a lot of luster on it. Maybe that'll have something extra. I don't think I see it, but we'll take a closer look at it a little bit later. D, Angry Warrior. Looking here. Angry Warrior Tackle Box 421 2A. Alright. That's a long name, buddy. But I'm sure it's special to you. So why not? Alrighty. Let's keep rolling. Keep rolling. Alrighty. Nothing too much from the side. Oh, pardon me. Been trying to catch up on some sleep during this long weekend. Kind of succeeding, but not as much as I might like to. I don't think that's got it. Well, let's take another quick look at the T here. We'll be able to tell for sure. Nope. Not on that one. A lot of 81s in this roll for some reason. Kind of weird how that works out. Some rolls have more than others. Sure thing, Angry Warrior. I love this community as well. If anybody needs some owls or is new to the channel and I haven't said hello, my apologies. It is not intentional. I'm just not always able to look up as often as I'd like. Alright, let's look from the inside here. Has anybody heard from Big Mill lately? I have not, and I definitely miss his streams on late Friday nights. I know he's been busy. Oh, let's definitely zoom in on this one. There's something going on there. Might just be some damage, but looks like it's just going to be some damage, but you can see a little bit of ghosting there along the bottom of the 4. We'd be looking for thickness in the leg of the R, which I'm not sure that I see. Sharpen that image up just a little bit. Now we can go to the T and see if there's extra metal along the right side. And there is not. So, oh well. It was close. Let me switch back. What do you guys think of that fun little transition I put in there? Alright, one more roll after this and we will be at the halfway point for Walker Magnet. Yeah, Angry, that is so true. Wear and tear on them really messes with the ability to know for sure. Real clean examples are hard to find, but nice to have when you do find them. So that's all right. It kind of felt like the doubling was vertical, and that's not what you would expect to see on the 74. You'd probably see that the thickness in the R kind of side to side, and the serif on the 4 side to side as well. So it didn't look right, but it looked like something was going on, and that's why we wanted to look at that one. Close call with a 2000 there. And here is the roll that gets us halfway through. 15 rolls total already for Walker Magnet. He's got 4 finds already. 3 of those being in an IFC. 1 of those being our first silver in a long time. I don't think this is going to be another one. It looks like it's a little raw. Yeah, it's a Bicentennial. Unfortunately, it was, at least it didn't show clad right off the bat from the side, but sometimes those edges could be a little, pardon me, deceiving as well. Everybody else's sinuses are getting crazy on them today, but mine seem to be. Well, let me get a quick drink real quick. Yep, that is correct, Walker. The markers on them are real handy. You know, among all of them, I mean, yeah, they're kind of the easiest to figure out in my opinion. I'm not sure how everybody else would feel about it. 71s, even though there's two, you know, that cause you to look twice for something when you're hunting, especially when I go back through them. That's why I don't spend a lot of time on them unless they're just like super great shape and worth, you know, taking a little time on the stream to take a look at them. But otherwise we don't. We just kind of look at these easier ones to decipher. Anybody needing some owls today? Some more owls to play with, or you run out. Either way, let me know. I'll get you some more. So what other kind of plans does everybody have today or tomorrow? Anybody cooking out, barbecuing, getting together with family, going out to a lake? What do we got going on? Probably a little cool to go to a lake if you're up in the north. We're a little cool here. So I'm not exactly sure what we'll plan on doing. Need to figure out what colors we're going to paint our house. I think the guys that are going to be doing that for us are getting ready to get started shortly after this break. So probably ought to tell them what colors we'd like. We haven't had our house painted here at this house just yet, so should be an interesting experience. It needs it badly. You can tell it's been a while. Got a few places with wood rot that we're trying to fix too, and you know, luckily for us, the cost of wood has gone up dramatically, as I'm sure everybody out there can attest to. Beat owls. What do you want to beat an owl for? Good looking 1980, a little wear on the cheek, but otherwise in fantastic shape. Pretty shiny from the edge, so I thought maybe we had another. Got something going on here. They don't sit quite right next to one another, but either way, sorry I'm late. YouTube notification a little bit late. Hey Garrett C, not a problem, buddy. Glad you could make it. Appreciate you stopping in last night during some of my impromptu testing. Helping out. Why don't I get you some get you some owls so you can join in the fun. Look at this 73. We'll take another look at it a little bit later. Copper Owl Coins, would you send the 2020s to Kayla fan number 1? I sure can. I sure can. Let me get through this roll and we will make that up. Kayla, I will need you to email me your shipping address. Silver Clan, hello. Good to see you. Everybody make sure you go out and hit like. Make sure you hit the like button so that we can try to get to 50. Let's see. Kayla. I'm gonna have to. All you need is love. I love it, BH Ringer. That's pretty cool. Silver Clan, instead of exclamation points, we do exclamation owls. That's our currency here, is an owl. Kayla fan number 1. Okay, we're going to say 2 times 2020 NIFC. Alrighty. Those are good looking ones too, Kayla. I mean, perfect looking. You got both the D and the P, so hopefully that'll find a place in your album. I won't lie, I was kind of hoping that maybe Walker would want me to upgrade him so I could put him in my album, but that's okay too. I will find some, not a problem. Thank you, Walker. And thank you, Kayla. Alrighty, back to hunting the Walker magnet. What do you call a magic owl? I'm not sure, BH. What do you call a magic owl? Yep, not a problem, Silver Clan. That is definitely my way of being just a little different. Because after all, I am a little different. Gotta find your own little flair doing this. Be a little different than everybody else, even though you're all kind of doing the same thing. Jess Dyer, hello. New to coin and silver collecting, just lurking around to see what I can learn, starting from my 3-year-old toddler. Very cool. Well, Jess, welcome. Let me get you some owls so that you can enjoy some of the fun too. I'm not sure how to give those out to just Jess right now, but I will get everybody some owls. So, yeah, Jess, welcome to the group. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if this is the first channel you've ever stopped at or not, but we're glad to have you. Hopefully we can help you out with any questions or anything you might be curious about. We've got a bunch of knowledgeable people here that can help you out, and moderators that can also help out. So what we're doing, we're opening up $50 rolls, 20 coins in each roll. And in this case, Walker Magnet, who's one of the moderators here, has donated for these rolls, $3 each. And we open them for him. And when we have some finds in his rolls, then I send those to him. And part of that donation fee helps cover the cost of shipping, as well as help bring some other goodies to the table for giveaways and things like that. So one thing that you should be sure to do is type in !comment, and you'll see the link to the comment video where you can leave a comment on that video and be entered into an opportunity to win our end of stream giveaway, which is going to be a 40% silver Kennedy half dollar, as well as a Mercury dime, which is also a 90% silver dime. So what we do is look through these, and with a little bit of an eye for what to look for, we can determine if it's something we need to look at under the microscope. We look for doubling on coins. Doubling is when the die for a coin is improperly has an imperfection in it and causes a little bit of a doubled strike when it was made. So that transfers to the coin itself. And if we find one, you'll see a good example of it. Hope we find one, because that would be yet another find for us. So some of these, when you type in some of these commands, they will take just a moment to come up. And what I'm doing as I go through here is I'm looking for silvers, which are going to be anything 1964 and older is going to be 90% silver. Anything from 1965 through 1970 is going to be 40% silver. There's 1971 Denver mint mark, 1972 no mint mark, which would make it from Philadelphia, 1973 D mint mark, 74 D mint mark, and a 77 D mint mark, that all have the possibilities for that doubling that we were talking about. On the back of the 1972 D, occasionally the mint mark has a weak strike on the creator's initials or the artist's initials that created the design, and that is sometimes missing. We call that a no FG. That also occasionally appears on a 1982 P or Philadelphia minted mark. I believe there's also another one on like a 66, if I recall correctly, that can be looked for. If you find a 66, first and foremost, you're happy because you found 40% silver. And we did find some 40% silver earlier on the stream, so I'm in a fantastic mood when it comes to that. Now here comes a 74D we will look at, and if we have doubling, it's usually on the 4 and in the R and in the T, and that one was not a good example to see it. Hey, Daniel D'Ambrosio, Marcos Strelo, good to see you. Welcome. If you guys need some owls, which is our currency here, please let me know so you can play some games. And of course, there's always proof strikes that we might be able to find. Sometimes I don't give an FG. I know what you mean. I know what you mean well, Bill. So we can usually look at the sides and see if there's silver in there. Like that one looked like it might be a little grayer in color, but it was not. Most of these coins are made out of a clad combination of copper and nickel or other metals. But when you find silver, it will stand out. Usually looks very white or solid gray as compared to the clad coins around it. So you might be asking, why don't I look at all of these under the microscope? Well, that would just simply take a long time, and we don't have that much time to go through them. And so what I do is I hold on to a bunch of these, like from the 70s, like I was talking about, and I will go through those off camera, and if we find something, I will send it to somebody. So that is more or less how we do what we're doing here. So Jess, hopefully that answers any questions you may still have. Hopefully you're still here. I'd love to think maybe you are. And it looks like maybe we lost Jess. Oh well. That's all right. Okay, like you on all 3 channel names. Boost them likes. Hit that like button. There we go. I didn't know I had 3 channel names. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I don't know. Gotta check that one. Every once in a while I get one of those Bicentennials that's just so bright that I'm thinking maybe we found one of those elusive silver ones. That would be a real treat. Oh, that one is really bright. I thought we had an NIFC, but it is only a 2000. I gotta get you back up there, those 3 NIFCs, so you have the option of getting them or getting it mark time. We are in roll number 25 out of 30, halfway through the box, but most importantly, only this roll plus 5 more left for Walker Magnet, who has found silver today. So we're happy for him, happy for the stream, because it's been a while. I'd love to start a streak. Wouldn't that be fun? I would encourage everybody to stick around to the very end, because we will be doing a giveaway using one of the new features in the CloudBot to do a viewer only giveaway. So that one, obviously you'll want to be here so that you can respond appropriately in the chat to be able to be registered for it. That one is going to be a nice one. It's going to be a 1945 Walker $50. So stick around. Now, the longer you're here, the longer you'll get some owls. I just set the settings mostly to default, so hopefully they're not too drawn out, and hopefully they can be a little bit entertaining. Looks like the addition of those has been kind of a nice thing, giving people things to do. Prospecting coins, hello. Colin Whedon, hello. Good to see you both. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Another 2001. Close call for you, Walker. Come on, let's find more silver for Walker. We can't have just the one in there. Please don't let that be the case. Another 2001. Making it close. Making it close. Let's find a DDO for you, shall we? Nope, not on that one. You know, have a nice collection of second chancers though. So got a 1945 KG6 nickel at the donut shop yesterday. Wow, that's nice. Anytime you can pick up Canadian, it's kind of interesting. Anytime you get a KG6 though, that's really interesting. Or a KG5. I had the opportunity to pick up a KG6 quarter from Everyday Copportunities channel. Just got it in the mail the other day. I can't remember exactly how I got it, but I think it must have been from like a bag pull or something from donating for some rolls there. Much the same as you guys would do for me here. I guess it'd be kind of an appropriate time to mention, yeah, while we are sold out this week, I would definitely love to get set up for next week ahead of time by doing some pre-sale. There's 50 rolls available next week as well. And I will get out and might have something. Oh, 82, just in good shape. Check for a P there. I don't think that's it. Nope, it's not, but you can see from the magnifying it's in great shape. That looked like maybe it was part of somebody's collection, so I was eagerly excited about that one. This is another nice looking one, but it's a nice looking 97. No NIFCs for you there. So if Jess were here, I live in Canada Copper. That was at Tom Horton's. I live across the street from. Oh, that's right, Colin. My mistake. Always nice to get a KG6 though, no matter where you're at. I guess that would be the equivalent of maybe finding like a Buffalo nickel for us here in the States. A lot of 71Ds in the row there, about 4 or 5 of them. All right, 2 more rolls for Walker Magnet. It's been a little while since we've had a find. Let's help him find something here. Looks like we got 14 viewers now. That's again kind of nice. Love to push that a little higher. Everybody hit like on the channel. '96 in some great shape. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to find too much else. I am curious about Mr. Turtle's whereabouts lately. I heard maybe he was busy with some work or something, but I haven't seen Turtle in a long time. He was like our original moderator and Mr. Reliable. He'd be here even before I was, but haven't seen him in a while. Wondering if anybody has. I hope he's doing well. I hope he has not gotten away from everybody. So if you run into him, and before I do, please tell him that we're thinking of him and hope to see him again soon. Last roll for Walker Magnet. Let's see what we got. At the very least, you're going to get a silver, 40% silver, a silver match, and the remaining NIFC. And a couple bag pulls. 3 to be exact. And that should excite you because the bag pulls have been pretty nice lately. They've definitely been benefiting people with some silver, so we'll see. Hopefully I haven't jinxed it there for you. Maybe we can get another DDO out of some of these that we have yet to go through too, so maybe we'll get more. That one looks a little interesting. We'll take another look later. All right, well, can't say that we found anything just yet in those rolls. So let's get you set up with, and you know what? Since you were generous and gave your NIFCs to Kayla, I'll get you a Merc down. So I have those, and I have C. Hey, Fleabag, good to see you. Hey, looks like Jess is here again. Maybe still, who knows? Let's get you a Merc dime. We got you 2 times 40% Kennedy. Kind of redundant. And an NIFC. So there's your finds. Let's go ahead and get you that. And I got kind of a new scoring sheet here, so I like to kind of keep meticulous notes. So we'll get those all put together. I don't think the NIFC is anything that's so in such great shape, or none of the silver is in such great shape. I'm just going to stick it in your envelope right now. If we'd found like a DDO or something, I'd flip that up for you. So let's see what else we get from our bag pulls. I meant to get a new scene that we could transition to. I'll give you a quick preview. So you can see here that it's kind of under construction. So instead of doing that, we will stick with my paper copy here that we've seen many times. Up to 16 viewers, man. I think we're setting a record today. This feels great. I love it. Thank you, everybody. We'll get these bag pulls going for you. Looks like I had a magnet stuck to one of those. Not the chips. They're not magnetic. Cooking chicken wings for supper. Be right back. Have to flip them. Not a problem, Colin. All right. First of 3 bag pulls is going to be green. So you'll get a... I've got more buffalo than war, if you don't mind a buffalo walker. Second one is going to be... I got a crack in that. Is going to be a silver Washington or SLQ quarter, so a little more silver for you. What I can't believe is there's actually more reds than blue and black in here, and we rarely ever pull those out. So I don't know what's going on. But you got a black, so you get another 40% Kennedy. You're doing well on the 40% Kennedy today. So a little more silver. If a buffalo will work for you, then that helps me out a little bit. Otherwise, we can do that. So let me know Washington or SLQ, and if a buffalo will do. In the meantime, I'm hoping that the new microphone sounds good. It seemed to in some of the testing we did yesterday. So I'm super excited to have that as part of the equipment edition here. Just waiting on Walker out to kind of let us know what he wants to do there. SLQ and a buffalo, okay? All right, we'll get you a buffalo nickel. Get you another 40% Kennedy off the top. That one will be a 66. And I will tell you that the SLQs are a little bit slick, but they are nice to have. So all in all, not too bad today, Walker. As usual, you're taking home some nice items. So total of 3 40%ers, SLQ, buffalo, an IFC, and a Merc dime. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, well, Walker, thank you very much for your donation this week. Look forward to maybe getting another one in the future. But, as always, very thankful for your willingness to support this channel. All right, we're going to move on to Woozy. Woozy, I don't know if you've joined us. Woozy told me last night that he was probably going to be a little bit asleep when we got to him today. So we will call that one done. We're off to Woozy. So I will take this brief intermission to remind you guys that we have an in-stream giveaway. We will do that based off of the comment picker, random comment picker. You'll in the chat you'll want to type in !comment to get a link to the comment video. And it's also going to be a link that's in the description for this stream. So you can get there one of two ways. When you get there, leave a comment, and then you should be eligible for the random comment picker. We'll do that at the end. The viewer giveaway is what I'm calling it. We're going to do that using some of the CloudBot technology that I've turned on, and we will open up a giveaway. Once it's open, we'll have you do a !GAW for giveaway. Once that's open, we'll have 3 minutes to get in, and then we'll draw from viewers that are here. So you'll want to stick around for that. As you can see, the random comment picker will be a 40% Kennedy plus a Merc dime. The viewer giveaway will be a 45 Walker $half. So, without further delay, let's get into Woozy's rolls. We'll get those up here and stage those. Colin, not yet, buddy. The giveaway is only good when we open it up. Not a problem, bud. I wasn't sure how that worked 24 hours ago myself, so hey, I'm just praying that it works. I don't want to have to play pick a number. But, you know, as a backup, maybe that would work. So, all right, first roll for Woozy. Let's give Woozy a wake-up call with some finds for him, shall we? We haven't found anything in a little while. It's not been a bad box, though. We might have something right off the bat. We might. And we do. 1968 silver for Woozy. 40% for Woozy in his first roll. How about that? That's right. Come on, Silver Owl. Very cool. Well, that makes two silvers found in this box today. Feeling good about this box. That's a heck of a way to start your rolls there, Woos. I'm sure when he wakes up, he will be thrilled to hear that. Somebody go wake him up. I think he got a 74 DDO last week, too. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way early. No drama there. Every donor's getting silver today. Yeah, that's what I've been telling people for a few weeks now, that you really don't want me to have the hunt rolls for the house. It's better off if you donate for them, because donators are getting stuff. The house was not. All right, that's right. Give him the boom. Well, Colin, you missed it. We got 40% silver for Woozy's rolls now. So give me a couple more rolls here. We'll put that one on the board. Be awesome if we found some more, wouldn't it? Now you might ask if I was doubling that. Nope, I'm not doubling that. It's only the first one in this box, and that was for Walker Magnet. That was the incentive for, you know, it could have happened early, it could have happened late. If Walker hadn't found his and Woozy found his when he did, then Woozy would be getting the double up. But that's just how it works out. I can tell you, if we get to a second box, we're going to pick up the pace a little more dramatically. We're going to have to. I can't be out here all day and all night trying to hunt through 2 boxes when everybody else can go through the same number. They can go through same number of boxes in, you know, half or a third of the time. So we might have a couple of NIFCs here. They are really sharp looking, and again we have 2020 Denver NIFC and another 2020 Denver NIFC for Woozy. That is awesome. Look how bright those are. Got to move them out of the light so you can actually see them. Oh, very cool, Walker. Got some pennies to hunt today, huh? I've got a bunch of pennies I need to go back through. Very cool when you find old pennies. That is definitely the first love that I had when I started hunting. Way back as a kid. Really, when I kind of got this bug during COVID to get back into the collection, one of the first things I went back and looked at was those coins I had as a kid. Believe me, I'm not bored. I'm having a great time today now that we're finding some silver again. That is a good thing. Woozy, we've only opened 3 rolls and you've already got 3 finds. We'll update that board after this roll and the next. Kind of exploded on me. Put that back together because I thought I saw something. At least the potential for something. Nope, just a nice looking 91. And there's a 73D we will take a look at real quick. Not seeing anything suspicious there. Yeah, you guys haven't had pennies for a little while, right, Colin? I think since what, 2012 was last year that they made pennies there. I'm trying to do a Canadian date set from like the 20s through the 2012. I'm doing actually pretty good on it, but I'm not finding many of the more modern ones. So that's kind of an interesting observation. Maybe they just weren't making it into circulation here in the States. I don't know. Man, I'm sorry. You guys are not boring me. I promise you that. I'm just suddenly more tired than I thought. There's a good looking 74. Maybe a DDO. No. Not this time. We'll just triple check it and make sure. Okay, last roll before we update our board. So what do you guys think? Has the addition of some of these CloudBot games and features, has that been a good addition to the stream? I kind of think it has. Oh, another 2020 NIFC for Woozy. This one's a Philadelphia. So he has the P and the D now. And another NIFC, a 2003 Philadelphia. That makes 4. Keep looking at some of these to see if we've got any other surprises in here. No NFC, that's too bad because that's a good looking 74 there. Well, Woozy has hit some NIFCs. That's what, 5 finds now for him through 5 rolls. So Walker, maybe you should have got the whole box. I hope you'll be sticking around with us till the end, Walker. It's always good to have you here. J Money, how we doing? Going through pennies right now. It's for sure harder than halves, but is more in my budget. About half new shields, unfortunately, but a good amount of full coppers too. Bunch of fountain coins. Okay, interesting. Yep, I definitely do enjoy pennies as well. Got a box of nickels that I plan to hunt. Maybe we'll just make this a longer stream and hunt some nickels afterward. If anybody wants to stick around and watch that. All right, we're through that board. Let's update our board for today. Found more in 1 box than have in 4 boxes. I'll tell you what, Angry Warrior, we've been on about a 7-box dry spell. We've had finds, but we have not been finding silver. And that has changed today. I would love to find a DDO, get that miscellaneous, get a proof, and then also find a 90. I would love to fill that board. What do you look for in nickels? Well, mostly 30s, 40s, and 50s. Anything older than that, being a Buffalo or a V-nickel or anything like that, is always a fun one. There are more modern things to look for. Like the 2005 Speared Buffalo, which there's a die break that can be found. It resembles a spear through the buffalo. On the back, there's 2004 P Philadelphia Mint with the handshake on the back. I forget the specific name of that one, but it's from like the Lewis and Clark collection, Westward Journey. There's some doubling in the 4 on the 2004. Gosh, let me think here. There are several repunch mint marks, like on the back of the 1964 D. The Monticellos there. War nickels are a good find. From 1943 through 1945. Those are always fun to look at and find. Trying to think, right off the top of my head, those are some of the nicer things to run into in nickels. And nickels are real easy. They're fairly affordable to get started with. They're not super tiny, although I do wear some extra glasses when I'm looking through them because the eyes just aren't what they used to be. And sometimes you'll find some 42s, exactly. The 42 was kind of a transition year there. You can have a mint mark to the right of Monticello on the back, and that will not be silver, but if you find the mint mark above Monticello on the back, then it is silver. And they are 35% silver in those nickels. And it's really the only nickels that we have that were silver, unless you want to go all the way back to like 1852 through I forget what year, but I think it was about a 10-year period where they used to make something called a 3-cent nickel, and some of them were made in nickel, but the ones that preceded them, the 3-cent piece, those were 3-cent silvers. Colin, if you will type !email, you will get my email. It will come up and display for you. If you're new to my channel or new to the stream, and you like what you're doing, I would definitely love you to consider subscribing to it. When you do that, do me a favor, not only subscribe, but grab one of the comment videos, because they're shorter. Watch that all the way through, only about a minute or two. And, I think we got a miscellaneous. This one has been counterstamped EX. So, somebody's X was worthy of counterstamping that one. I'm going to call it a find and send it to Woozy. Why not? Now we're going to count it as a miscellaneous because it's my channel and I can do that. Thank goodness for loops and electronic microscope. Boy, that's for sure. I lost track with what I was talking about. Let me go back into the chat here and see. The Trime was 90% silver. That's right, David. The Trime was called a 3-cent silver or a Trime. And I'll be honest, it's one of my favorite things. I got a graded one from the Gold and Silver shop in Las Vegas. It was the first one, and I just love the heck out of it. I've been able to acquire one or two others since through auctions. Lost your owls, was not paying attention. Well, Colin, or I'm sorry, Silver Clan, let's fix that problem. There we go. Now everybody's got 1,000 more owls to play with. Let's see if we can find something else for Mr. Woozy, who's sleepy today. Hit wrong command. Yep, 3-cent nickel was about 75% copper. You're right. Yeah, by all means, go out and sub other people as well. I mean, we're here to help spread the subs and get other people, but I would definitely love it if anybody visiting would do me a favor and sub, turn on. That's what I was talking about earlier. How dare I forget? The thing that helps keep this thing afloat. Yeah, if you want to sub, I'd go out and watch one of the short comment videos first. Leave a comment on that, and hit the like on it, on that or this stream or whichever you prefer. But if you comment and like, it will help with the YouTube algorithms and your sub is not as likely to fall off, because I don't know why they do it, but every once in a while my sub count goes down, and I think it's just mainly because we haven't had people do the comment and the like when they do a sub. So if you haven't already, I would definitely appreciate it. The sub, the like, the comment, and then turn the alert on. And that way when we go live, you'll be alerted. Got a very gold looking edge here. What is going on? Ooh, we have another counter stamp. We need to look at this one under the microscope. Has anybody seen that counter stamp? Who in the world is that? 1963, 1968. I wonder if that's like another Kennedy counter stamp. That is crazy. Running into these counter stamps. And it's kind of gold in color. So for an 88, I don't know if it's just kind of got a layer of something on it or if it was kind of gold plated. But we have another counter stamp here. So we'll call that 2 miscellaneouses. Craziness today. All kinds of finds. So we're 60% of the way to a full board. If we do a full board, I'll do another giveaway. Yeah, the counter strikes are interesting. I wish Woozy was here to ask if he's wanting to keep those or trade them out. Those are kind of curious. Oop, got one that hit the floor. All right, we are down to 11 rolls for Woozy of his 20, and we will update the board again with these miscellaneouses after this roll. I don't think there's anything standing out on that. Nothing from the side anyway. Every once in a while, when you get those really shiny sides on it, that might be a proof, or it might be a commemorative, which we have found in past streams. So you never know. That's why we look. That's why we hunt. So all right. Yeah, we'll do a board update. Let's get on here and update. Oh, not sure what that's all about. I hit the wrong button. I'm not sure what that was. Throw 2 miscellaneouses at it. Oh, barbecue chicken wings. God, that sounds so good. That sounds really good. All right, so we've got Woozy with 1 silver, 4 NIFCs, and 2 Counter-Strike miscellaneous coins. He's not doing too bad. Let's help him find a little bit more in these last 10 rolls. They're his last 10, and they will be the last 10 of the box. I don't know, maybe we need to start a hooty hoo tradition or something like that. And no NIFCs on those. They were suspicious, but they didn't stand out quite the same way. Another opportunity for DDL, maybe. Nope, I don't think so. Let's just double check that T to be sure. Nope, coin down. Coin on the floor. I think it was a Bicentennial, so I don't think it's going to be anything too much to chase after, but cool. All right. I gotta say, it's been kind of nice to have a number of you sticking around for as long as you have. And keeping that viewer number high. It's high for me, low for a lot of people, but it's high for me. I will take it. Nice 2001D there. If only that was a year older, we'd have something worth keeping. Sorry, just resting the voice for a moment as we go through here. Started getting a little bit dry, so I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Whew. That definitely helps. It was time. Looks like Jess is getting into some games. Got some owls. That's cool. Glad to see it. Again, I would encourage anybody that is liking what they see, want to come back for more another day, please go out and do a subscribe to the channel, turn the alert on to all so you'll know when we go live. Let's see. Why is Gamble on a cooldown? 308 Bushmaster might just be a default setting. I'm not sure. I think that's so that it can't just be, one right after the other. I'm sure smarter people that created that whole feature within the CloudBot had a better idea about what to do about that than I do. So I'm not sure. It might be a default that's in there and I just haven't messed with it, but we'll have to see another time. Sub Kayla, I see a calling for Patriots video. Gonna have to watch. I collected anything America, silver, and firearms. That's cool, Angry Warrior. No problem. Miss not seeing Pa's spare time penny box hunt today. I know, it's just like it's not Sunday without it, right? I know he's looking to maybe move his time, and I'm hoping that he's not going to be overlapping us, because this was one of the open spots that I could find and do it on a regular basis. Now we'll see what things look like in the fall when we'll see what things look like in the fall when the NFL gets going again. This might be a tough time for a lot of people. We might have to be doing like iPad watching this and watching their game too, which I will take. That's still viewership. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days will I even figure out, what if we have anything worthy of doing an auction on too. I'm going to take a little bit closer look at that one. That looks like it's got a little bit of a spread to it. That is curious to me. Looky. That, I don't think it's going to be it. Let me fine tune the focus here. No, I don't think that's going to be it. You can see it was a little thick and a little bit of a dip there at the top of that serif. The R doesn't look like it's thick enough. And the T does not have extra metal to the right. So, unfortunately, that is not going to be a DDO. I would love to make 250 subscribers by the end of next month. So my hope is that you guys will be able to help me out by either subscribing if you haven't or spreading the word on other streams. Because that would definitely, enjoy some word of mouth advertising. But I get it, you don't want to sour somebody else's stream. But it's all right. like maybe, no, just a nice 93. And probably something similar. Nice 81. Haven't run into one 82p today. Worthy of a look for that no FG on the back. So, unfortunately, that is what we're getting. Got to make a pizza run shortly. How many rolls left? I got 5 rolls left, Walker. We can make them quick. Since Woozy's not here, we can make them a little quick. What kind of pizza we getting tonight, Walker? That sounds really good. One thing I haven't been seeing is marked coins today. I've seen those counter-struck ones, but not the marked ones, which would show me that somebody has already been through the rolls. Okay, to pick up the pace, we will not look at 73s and 74s right now. We haven't been finding any, but it will also kind of help things out, because I'd like Walker to be able to be here for the viewer giveaway as well. We have there. Nope, nothing there. We're getting through them in pretty good pace here now. Just kind of head down to the finish, to the finish, I should say. Just gotta make sure I don't stab myself with that knife. Jimmy, are you winning things again? I assume you're talking to Jimmy Licari there. He is the luckiest Jimmy Licari I know. Jimmy Licari, good to see you. I must have missed when you popped in. Next to last roll. Woozy has had pretty good luck in his rolls so far. And he's about to have better. We have got Benji. 1958 Denver. 90% silver for Woozy. I mean, it just stood out like a sore thumb. You could see it all day long. How exciting. Boy, this box just got that much better. That is awesome. Congratulations to Woozy for finding Benji. Next to last roll of the box, too. That is awesome. If I weren't trying to get to the end of this box just a little bit quicker, I would be a little more animated about it. But I think the chat understands and knows that it is an exciting moment. It's been real exciting because it's broken the darn streak that we were on. So I had a good feeling coming into today for some reason. So we're not going to worry about updating the barn. First one I've seen found live. Boy, you would have, Angry Warrior. I'm gonna ask you go back to my channel and watch the stream from March 28th, and you will see Walker Magnet hit 90 after 90 after 90 on this stream. It was just purely amazing. Still time for last roll magic. All we need is a proof for a full board. Wouldn't that be insane? I didn't see the earmark of a proof from the side, I will warn you. So I think we're going to come up just short on that, but finding 90% silver is just the cherry on top of a very good sundae. No pun intended. So let's go ahead, let's update this. With a 90% silver. To go along with his 40. I'm going to get my sheet updated real quick. Found 4 NIFCs. Other. Find 2. Okay. Now we got bag pulls for Woozy. So let's see what we got here for Woozy and his bag pulls. Do I have a visitor? Do I have my youngest owl coming to visit? Woozy will also get you a buffalo nickel. And we will get you a mercury dime. So a buffalo and a merc for your bag pulls. Let's get those out for you. There's your dime. And there's your buffalo. Hey, what's up?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you leaving?
Yep.
Okay. Gonna go on mute real quick. All right. A little bit of a dad moment there. So, all right, we have got all kinds of stuff in your envelope. Woozy. We will mark that up just a little bit later. Let's get on to our giveaway. So last chance, you can look in the description of the channel or a description of this stream for a link to the comment video, or you can type in !comment and the link to that comment video will come up. I'll give you about 2 minutes while I'm getting some other things set up for the viewer giveaway. Go ahead and get on those comments. I'm going to go check, see how many likes we might have on this one. All right, looks like we've got 28 likes. I think that might be close to a new high for us. So not quite 50, but we'll keep that goal out there. Let's get to let's see, where are we at? One proof away from filling the board. Boy, that's true. I thought we were going to get there, Jimmy. With the number of nice ones we ran across, I thought we were going to get there. So, let's see. Looks like my other windows are playing a lot of catch up here. 30 likes. All right. I'll hit like myself and make sure we stay at 30, right? All right. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. So, if we have everybody in, let me see if my secondary monitor doing it. So we'll come back to the regular screen. I will get my light out of the way and try to turn the camera so that we can see the mess that is my area. But let's also try and get the comment picker here. So we will go out and get the link to the comment video. That is not what I wanted to do. We'll get the link to it. Get the link to it. And then let's bring it back to our comment picker. We will pop it in there. We will filter duplicate users. We'll include replies. I know I've got a couple comments in there, so I'm going to exclude myself And then we will get our comments. 28 unique comments today. And let's see, this is for our end of stream. This is for the 40% silver Kennedy. This is for the 40% silver Kennedy and the Merc dime. Let's see who wins. Jim Cantor. Jim Cantor for the win. I think he has won before, so congratulations to Jim. I'm sure he will enjoy those. And now what we're going to do is get set up. I'll give you a 3-minute window to, when I say, or when you see it come up, it'll tell you that the giveaway has started. You'll have a 3-minute window to type in !GAW, Golf Alpha Whiskey, and there's no need to put in an amount. It's just !GAW when you see the start on your screen in the chat. And that will be for the viewer giveaway, which is the 1945 Walker. Okay, it is open. While you guys are doing that, I am going to update. Updating Woozy's envelope. Alright. Looks like everybody's getting in there. Yep. Got about another minute if we need it. Get this Walker out and give you a look at it. She's pretty good looking. It's a 1945. Now she's got a ding. No, she doesn't. And I don't see a mint mark, so I believe it's just 1945 Philly. Eagle's not in too bad a shape. I mean, it's a little slick, but overall not too bad a shape. We've got timer down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will take a look and see. Have quite a few people in. So let's pick a winner right now for that $50. Garrett C. As you can now see, You have won that $50. So Garrett, what I'm going to need for you to do, since I don't believe I have seen your seen you win before, I need you to send me an email. Type in exclamation email. You'll have my email address. If you would please send me an email with your mailing address, and we will get this to you. And that's going to take care of the stream today. So, I guess the big question would be, who wants to stick around and watch some nickels get opened? You don't have to, that's for sure. I mean, I'm always willing to stick around and just let people play and talk and all that. But as you can see, we had a busy stream. We found 90, we found 40, we found NIFC, we found miscellaneouses. No DDOs yet. We might add to that number. But there was no proof, unfortunately. Let me update. Let's see. 40% Kennedy plus Merck goes to Jim Cantor, and then a 1945 Walker goes to Garrett C. All right. I think we had 30 likes. We had 28 comments. We had 190. We had 2 40s, 7 NIFCs, and 2 miscellaneous. Okay. Record keeping's always fun. But, guys, thank you very much for spending another couple hours here with us. It took us a little while to get going, but we did this all in about 2 hours time. If we do 2 boxes, I'm going to have to figure out how to do 2 boxes in 2 hours time. So, you know, challenge that I gladly accept. But, you know, it's always fun. And finding silver today has been a thrill. You know, it may only be three of them. It may not have been the 72 that we found a couple months ago, but it was still fun. I hope you've had a good time. I hope that you'll come back. I hope that you'll consider donating for future rolls. We'll do 50 rolls again next week, and if you'd like to get them, I would get in early because we will match the first one that we find. So if you're first in line, you know, and we find it in those first rolls that you buy, that's fine. You'll be the first in line with that opportunity. You can buy as many or as few as you want, up to the whole 50 rolls in the single box. We've had that happen before too. Use PayPal, use using my email, use Cash App with a $ copper owl coins all together. The C, O, and C capitalized. If that matters to it, I don't know for sure. I hope you've liked the added CloudBot items that we put together on here. I thought maybe that would just kind of make it a little more of a fun experience to have those there. I hope you enjoyed the giveaways. I certainly have today. So, you know, as far as the half box hunt goes, portion of this, we're going to wrap that up, and I'll just say thank you to Walker Magnet, and thank you to, let me just bang my camera around here, and thank you to Woozy for their generous donations. Let me fix up one more thing here while I'm at it. I think I'm going to find this. Yep. Okay, I just wanted to kind of make sure I got a couple things updated here. We had Jim Cantor, and then we have Garrett C. All right. So, with that all said, if you're going to hang out and watch some nickels be opened, I don't know if I'll get through a full box or not. We'll do what we can before I have to jump off and take care of some other things. But, you know, if you're going to come back next week, thank you. Remember, go out and do that subscribe thing. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Turn on the alert to all so that you'll be notified when we come back and do this all live again next week with Copper Owl Coins, 2 p.m. Central Time each Sunday. And boy, I tell you what, I just can't think of a better way to spend an afternoon than with you guys right now. So I'm going to go to a new end screen that I have, and then we'll roll that for a minute or two. Let me move my nickel box over, and then if you're going to stay and hang out, please do. I'd be happy to have you and do some more chatting. We'll see you next week if we don't see you in a few minutes. Thanks again, guys. Hey everybody, welcome back. Double check if my mic's on. There it is. All right. Welcome back everybody who's hanging out. We can hang out a little bit longer, look at some nickels. If you've never looked at nickels, it's another thing that I will hunt. I got my box open. Take a look at some of the ends here. One here looks a little older, but that could very easily be a 1964. 1964 seem to be kind of the biggest teases I see on a roll of nickels. But, you know, other than that, the good thing is I see a good mix of the old and the new. And that tells me I don't have a whole box of brand new nickels, which I have had before and had to take back. And I think Walker Magnet's going to agree that I always have to use this whenever he buys rolls because he finds silver. I sure will, Angry Warrior. Let me just get the wrapper off this one and we'll go check right away. Are you donating for next week? If so, that is wonderful. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, Angry Warrior. Looks like you're in for 75 roll, or I'm sorry, 25 rolls next week. If I'm doing the math right. So, yeah, we'll definitely get you on the list. That is awesome. I appreciate it so much. Alrighty. I have got you written down. We will not forget that. Yeah, 75 rolls. That'd be pretty neat to pull off in a box of 50. So, I appreciate that so much, man. I tell you what, that just feels good already knowing that a box that I don't even have in my hands yet is half accounted for. So, if anything were to happen, like they don't get that box in my hand next week for some reason, Angry Warrior, I will email you and let you know ahead of time. And you know, if that doesn't happen, I'm going to have something else that I got to deal with, you know, for the stream too. So I will for sure let you know. But so far, it hasn't been a problem. Now you all get to see me wear these oh so lovely glasses so that I can see these nickels a little better. Yeah, I can't wait to do it either. Walker, you were asking if I find much in the nickels. It's kind of an interesting thing. I would say most of the time I'm finding those 30s, 40s, and 50s, and anywhere from about 15 to 20 of those total out of a box. So, you know, that's kind of a good thing. It's kind of a nice thing in that it doesn't cost a lot to find those. But yeah, like this one here, I will look at it. It's 2004 D. I'm looking for the P on the Louisiana Purchase Westward Journey version there, because there would be doubling in the 4 that would be potentially there. 64D, I will set that aside. There is always a possibility of an RPM on that. 64s are always kind of the biggest teases in the box, I think, because they kind of look good. They look old, but they're 64. And I haven't found an RPM just yet either. So like that one, that's another 64. It just looks old. It looks worn. But that one's a 64 Philly. So one less that I have to go back and double check afterward for an RPM that often isn't there. Now, I will have to admit that Rob from Rob Finds Treasure doing his nickel hunt inspired me to do my own version of that nickel hunt. And I will show you what I've got so far. I need a box to dump these in. Give me just 1 second. All right, let me grab this. All right. So, my nickel books aren't nearly the nice Dansko nickel books that we've had, or that get used from time to time, but you know, I'm just not spending the money on them. If I get a nice full set, then I might transfer over to that. But yeah, as you can see, this is the 1996 through current book, and got some of them that are better than others, but as you can see, I even have the current year P and D, so I am fully caught up through 1996. Let me go here and yeah, sometimes I surprise even myself. This one goes back to 1962, so back when they did have the mint mark on the back to the right of Monticello. As you can see, some of these, a few more of these can be upgraded, especially that 85P. For some reason, it's just an old dingy one. Probably one I don't really stop and look for until I really want to upgrade it. But as you can see, I am full from 1962 all the way to current. Not that hard to do, but yeah, I have definitely tried to pull a bunch of these out and make them look nice with upgrades. And if we go back, I am actually all the way full back to 1952 up to current. But the ones that I'm missing are the 38S, which is a semi-key date, the 39D, which is a semi-key date, the 39S, which is semi-key date. I do have most of, well, it looks like I've got all the war nickels. Now, I will admit, some of those came from a collection, but when I find that, you'll see like these blue numbers underneath. That is an earmark for an itemized item, or one of them that I have tagged in my personal collection so that I know it's there. But if you see it scratched out, that means I have found one in coin roll hunting and replaced the collection one with that one that I have hunted. So I got a few of those left to weed out. So a lot of these did come from like an auction, but right now I'm just concerned about filling the book, and if I can make sure that they're all finds, then that's even better for me. A lot of these could be upgrades. Then, of course, the elusive 1950 and 1950D, the key date 50D, should be probably pretty hard to find, but, I've got a few other of these that are in low mintages. So everything that I'm looking for is under 10 million minted. But other than that, I'll show you the rest of the book. It is in pretty decent shape. So I'm pretty happy. That's the entire Jefferson date set that I'm working on. So I'm pretty happy with it. Down to about 7 openings there. So hey, why not? Why not go for it? My wife just nods patiently when I show her something. Well, if you guys didn't if you didn't catch it yesterday, I'd started toying around with StreamYard, kind of where we can, have some more interaction, bring people up to view that and do some more interaction that way. My wife, she was still dealing with some bedhead in the morning, but she was nice enough to join us and do a little talking. And yeah, she kind of tolerates a bunch of this, but she knows that I feel strongly about it and have a lot of energy for it. So she's been real supportive about it. Let's see, going back here, Angry Warrior. I haven't found many 30s, but quite a few 40s and 50s. I almost have a full roll of 30s. Found a lot of those. I finally quit keeping them. Look for any errors. Roll them now. Yep, I look for those too. Yeah, unfortunately, I get a whole bunch of 30s. I actually made a trade with Armando from the vault. I had a bunch of Eisenhowers that he wanted, and he had like 50 some odd dollars worth of nickels, all from the 40s and 30s, 40s, and 50s. That I was like, "No, great. Let's make a trade for those." So I don't know if that was a good trade for me or not, but we did. Figure the worst comes to worst, I can always trade them in at the bank. Flood the bank with more oldies for people, and learn to keep my eye on what I'm doing here, and maybe I won't have the coins scatter like they just did on me. We'll make a couple stacks to search here. But I think it worked out. 50. I ended up. It was equal value trade, I think. So, but cool. All right. Where to put my glasses so I can see this? Done supper dessert at the donut shop. Hey, you having chicken wings and donuts? That is awesome. See, there's that buffalo back that it would have like a die crack running from here to here that looks like the buffalo has been speared. Have yet to find one of those though. Kind of turn these so I can get on them and see it. Nickels have been fun. I had one night where I found Buffalo, War, and a proof. Buffalo was like in the first roll, the War was in the middle, and then the proof was in like the last roll. So it was just a little bit for me, beginning, middle, and end. It was kind of fun. It was a night where I was kind of hanging out at a lock-in for the Boy Scout troop we belonged to, and they were kind of tickled by how excited I was getting. Nice looking 1980D. I might check my book and see if that upgrades me. The 2009s, that's also another one that I look for. Just because all the 2009s were a little lower mintage. Williams finds pennies. How are we doing, sir? You've missed the $50 hunt, but we're doing a little bonus nickel hunt. No donators, just having a little more fun with a hunt that I was meaning to do anyway. I don't know that I'll get through the whole box, but I was actually hoping that Paul's spare time would have some time this week, this longer weekend, to dive into a nickel box battle with me. I've been looking to set one of those up for a while. But as you may have heard, his neighbor's house got hit by lightning, started a fire there, and somehow the charge from the lightning found its way into Pa's home, hit his laptop, knocked out his internet, and I think it zapped like his 3 middle fingers on one of his hands, and he's had a little bit of numbness from it. So pretty crazy stuff there in northwest Arkansas for Pa. Saw Raven said he had found a speared bison, but it was across the rump, not the hump. Yeah, I remember him being pretty excited about finding that. And I wasn't sure if it was the right one or not. Either way, I think it's kind of cool, but yeah, if you're looking for a specific one, then, you know, it's got to be the right one, not just some random one. So, but I like, let's see, too bad about Chuck Kirby, huh? His house too. Yeah, exactly. I hope he's doing all right. I hope his neighbor's doing all right. I'm hoping that they can get some internet back. I definitely enjoy his late night coinsomniacs. I missed the Ma and Pa penny box this morning. I mean, those are just classically fun. I mean, if you can't have fun watching Hudson get wound up over some blazer fines on these wheat pennies or Indian heads, then you probably need to get your pulse checked. It's a lot of fun. I decided this year for my birthday I was going to treat myself, and luckily I got in just in time to secure a spot on his April 11th hunt of Mom and Pop penny box, because, ooh, goodness, wow, look that is a 1965. That may be cleaned, but that looks flawless. Wow. That's a 1965 filly. Looks like it just came out of somebody's collection or something. Whew. Little scratch just to the right of his neck. But other than that, you know, just some weird pooling. So, you know, I get the feeling maybe it has been cleaned, but you know what? It looks good, and it might have a home in my album. I have to double check that before we get away from this. for those that saw earlier, that was my daughter that came down. She's going to go do her first sleepover at a friend's house. And she's pretty excited about it. Look for some steps. You know what? That's a good thought. Let's bring up the zoom cam for that. Yeah, that's going to make me think that it has been polished maybe. Let me fix the... I mean, it looks nice. The steps are like nowhere to be found. I don't see a lot of like whizzing marks or anything like that. So maybe it's been polished. It's hard to say. There's that scratch. Fix the zoom a little bit more on this. There we go. It just looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, I don't see a lot of brush marks or anything. Come back and look at those steps again. Yeah, that's not going to get a full step, so, but it looks good. Oh yeah, full steps are definitely valuable. That is for sure. That was a fun one to find. That might definitely be, looks like a tumble cleaning. Yeah, and unfortunately you're probably right, William. Would I probably still put it in my book? Yeah. Unless I have a better reason not to. Somebody will think they look awesome when I'm long gone. And they come across that book. And they'll realize that it is not nearly worth what a person might think it is. Well, 5 rolls in, not finding anything that is older than the 60s just yet. Heck, I'm not even older than the 60s. There's a good looking 2004, but it is a D, not a P. So no doubling on that one that we know of. Got a really chewed up one. Oop. Look like we're maybe zoomed in still. There we go. Hard to tell on that one. That was really beat up. Couldn't get a date off of it. Nope. Nothing off of these. I don't know. Usually I'll find, like I said, somewhere between 15 and 20 finds from a roll for a box of nickels is pretty good. Planning taking a trip, copper out, long gone? No. Not in my plan, but if it's in the big guy's plan, you never know. Never know when it's our time. It looks like we've got a couple of old ones in here. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for this roll. That one looks old. Don't be a 64. Oh, we have a 54. 54 Philly. First find of this box. We might have another one a little further back because a couple right here look old. They're almost off camera, I know, but we'll slide them in. We'll slide them into view. Another good-looking back on one coming up here. Wow, 1970 D, looking pretty good too. Let's check that one out. Well, looks like probably another tumbler one. Finding any 20 or 21 yet? I find plenty of 20s. I found a bunch of 21s on my last box that I looked at, and I found a couple of nice P&D specimens to put into my date book. So yeah, I do find them. In fact, I would have to look at my boxes where I keep them. I might have kept about 5 rolls of brand new 21s. For nickels, that is. I've got a couple of rolls of brand new 21 pennies unopened. So I've never been one to grab those and just keep them unopened, but now that I'm doing this, I kind of feel like maybe that's what I want to do, is just leave them in their rolls, untouched. Yep, I knew this one was old. 57 from Denver. So I'll give us 2. Two from that roll. So yeah, it's kind of seems like sometimes I get, 2 or 3 from a roll, and then I'll go about 7 rolls without anything. So these don't spread out as easily on this piece of leather that I've got spread out here. Yep, right off the bat, another 54D. So let me try and line these up like our friend RFT would. I don't have a nickel mat to work from, so we'll just make do with what I got. Although I could probably do that. I do have a couple of mock-up mats ideas of my own that I will occasionally use. I use the $50 one, especially when I get into doing the rechecks on after a stream. Oop, that was close. It's 1961. It had some wear on it. As you've been able to see, I mean, heck, it doesn't even, just because they're old doesn't mean they're going to have wear right now. So just got a 1980p USA nickel from the donut shop. Well, you're having all kinds of fun with those nickels, aren't you, Colin? First to King George VI, now you're getting US currency. I often wondered if you guys run into US currency kind of like we do when we get into some change, and every once in a while find some Canadian currency. So cool. Unfortunately, it's a 1980 Philly, and it's probably worth a nickel. That's about it. Are you kidding me, Angry Warrior? He sent you an extra nickel mat, and it's yours if you want it. Email you, and you send it to you. Man. What do you want for that, Angry Warrior? I mean, got to give you something for it. I mean, I know Rob's not in the habit of just giving those away, and I don't want to put you out. At least let me cover, at least let me cover some shipping for you. And let me know if you need anything else for it. I mean, God, I'd be an incredibly generous offer. I appreciate that. Looking PayPal here. Yep. Okay. I have your email in the PayPal, so yeah, I'll have to remember to email you. I'm definitely interested. I have not spent the time to mock anything up for nickels for myself, so that'd be pretty cool. Good looking 12D. Not that I need it. Here's a worn one, but it is a, well, oldest one so far, 53D. So 4 of them, all from the 50s. Yep, 71S, missing S. So I guess I'm trying to, it would obviously stand out as an S mint coin, right, William? Well, Angry Warrior, you just let me know what in the world you want for that, and let me at least cover the shipping for you on something like that, because I mean, I don't want you to be out $25. You know, Walker, that's where I was leading up to is, you know, if it's an S mint but it doesn't have an S, how do you know it was an S mint? My guess is that you're going to be able to tell from the luster, and the strike on it should stand out. And then if it doesn't have that S, that must be one of the clues to it. And, you know, if I were to run into that, I'd probably be looking to investigate it a little bit further. So I'd be interested to hear what Walker's thought is on that. That'd be my first thought on something like that. We got an oldie, 1940. I think that might be, that is a San Francisco mint mark. 1940S, oldest one by far. I'm not going to get a lot older without being a Jefferson. But hey, I'm up for a buffalo. I'm up for more than one buffalo. Let's have a whole stampede. Why not? Speaking of buffalo, there's a buffalo, but no spear in him. And not the age of buffalo I really prefer. I take it the new microphone is sounding good. I didn't really hear any complaints today. Seemed like the stream integrity held up pretty well throughout, so that was good too. Deep strike still weighs 5 grams. Okay. Well, I have to be more careful with my 71 no mint marks and see if there are better options out there. And be a little more careful about those. Yeah, I've got, I'm almost to the point where I'm ready to start splitting up my nickel tubes and separating them by mint mark rather than just by decade. But I'd also separate them by year. and go from there. Good looking 66 as well. A lot of those in the 60s stay, you know, maybe they just got tumble cleaned or something like that, but it's amazing how many items from the 60s just look like they were struck yesterday. You know, I'd like to believe they're not all cleaned, but I would say a fair amount of them probably are. That one had an old back on it, but it is a 77. So the ones I probably find the least of are like the 2009s. Oh man, that is just so. That is so cool, Angry Warrior. I will definitely. You know, if it's more than $5 to ship that thing, let me know. I'm gonna take care of you on the shipping. PH Ringer says Mike sounds great. Any chance you got an Aston? I did not get an Aston. I did a little bit of research on microphones. I didn't want to spend a fortune. It's actually sitting right down there, and it is a HyperX Solocast. It was about $60 at Micro Center. I think you can find them on Amazon as well. And I didn't really want to get into like something overhead hanging down in front of me, something like that. Although, you know, it'd be kind of cool. It's just not what I wanted to do. And this one is like it captures like right in front of you, so it's kind of like aimed right at me, so that any noise that I'm making goes straight to it. It's fairly simple design, easy to plug in and use. I didn't have to do a darn thing. I just plugged it in. It booted itself up, and away we go. So one more thing I could add to the stream. It's like what I really wanted to make sure worked this weekend. You know, all the other gadgets and, you know, CloudBot things were those were just extra bonuses if I could get them to work this week, which it looks like it did. It looks like that was kind of a nice addition to the stream. Colin says only own 5 Buffalo Nickels. Tough finds here in Nova Scotia. Well, Colin, I'll tell you what, if there's ever a time where I know you're going to win, or that you're winning something, or have a chance to donate for some rolls, and we'll get you a bag pull for a nickel, I will make sure you get another Buffalo nickel. Unless you just really want a war nickel. I got a couple of those that are available too. We're just opening these for the fun of it. I'm surprised I'm not finding as many 20s and 21s in here as I had been. That last box that I got into was just like littered with them. I forget how many I was finding so many 20s last year that I just stopped noting them. Yeah, it was getting a little carried away with it. I'm just doing some nickels, Mrs. Owl. If I'm needed upstairs, I can certainly wrap things up. This is just a little bonus time. The $50 hunt is over. So just let me know. You're in trouble, buddy. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, but I think it was maybe just a little bit of a surprise because I'm starting to get things down to about a 2-hour window. You own one of them, yeah. I found my first war nickel probably, I'm coming up on about a year ago. And the weird thing was, I knew about them, I'd never gotten one. And of all places, I'm out in California during a pandemic doing essential work. And I'm kind of bored in my hotel room that night. I've got $10 with me, cash. And I asked the front desk, do you have some rolls of nickels that you wouldn't mind me just going through? I'll return them to you. I'll make sure you have everything, you're all square when I return them. But would you mind if I were able to take a look at them? And after a couple curious looks and more discussion, they were fine with it. And about the 7th coin in, there was a war nickel. First one I ever found. Well, we have our second 1940 of the box, and it is another S Mint. So 2 of those. I know we've got a 48 coming up, and I think maybe a possibility for another oldie here. So like I said, these kind of come in groups. Mrs. Owl, if I need to come upstairs or I need to do anything, you just please don't hold back. Let me know. 762, unfortunately. That's what that one was. If I can, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can get through 2 more rolls, that would be fine. Found a 1940 in your roll. Well, congratulations, Angry Warrior. There's a 1948. It's actually got some nice detail left in his head. It's an odd color. 1948D. So, cool. Let me get through 2 more rolls, guys. Walker, you're out of owls, huh? Well, there. Let me take care of that for you there. Here's some owls you can play with. 1939 nickel has a DDR. Well, some of them do. And I do look for that when I don't find the D or the S. 2 of our 4 are gone. I'm going to lay back down. Still coughing junk. Just want to see what you're up to. Oh, okay. Well, I know it's probably getting close to dinner time here. So, I'll tell you what, we'll keep going for a little while longer. Good looking 63D. Again, not sure that I need it, but it's it's another one of those from the 60s that just I don't know, maybe in the 70s everybody got a coin cleaning kit from old Sears gift magazine or whatever it was they had, and cleaned a bunch of coins back in the 70s. And they got a bunch of those from the 60s. Maybe they did it in the 60s too. But yeah, they're kind of crazy that way. There's a 71D. It's got the mint mark, so it's not the S missing S. Ask about dinner plans. Why am I not shocked he is asked? So this one, I don't know if it looks like this to you guys, but does it look like that rim is a little off? I see very little rim on this side, but I see a thicker rim over here. I think that one might be slightly off because I can see it tapering down. Let's put it under the microscope here. Maybe it just thins. Maybe it just thins out, but no, that's definitely wider than that edge. It's off. Sure, it feels like it. William finds pennies. Is that worth hanging on to? There's the back. It looks pretty thin right down to there. If I go opposite, you see quite a bit thicker rim. I think it's off center, but you know, only slightly. I don't know if that carries much of a premium or not. I'd love to hear what Walker's or love to hear anybody's thoughts on it. It looks like there's kind of some agreement that yes, it does look off, but William says yes. Well, cool. We'll call that a miscellaneous find. I think I had a Copper Owl Coins nickel format back when I was using OBS Studio when I first started doing these. Honestly, I liked OBS Studio a little bit better, but I wasn't getting the ability to do all the other things that I was trying to do, at least not easily. So, well, that's cool. A little off-center strike. Main cam's out of focus. Yes, it is. Thank you. See what else we got here. There, we'll see if we can focus it even more. Curious what Looks like Ravenhawk has some silver in his nickel hunt too. So this is another one that looks a little curious to me. I'll try and bring it in real close so you can see here. Might be too close. There. See how that looks thicker on that end? On that edge? I think the edge here is a little more noticeable, but it definitely looks thicker on this other side. Back doesn't look nearly as consistent, but I don't know, hard to tell on that one. How many devices do I have running? Well, so far as internet devices, I think 2. So I'd have the phone, which I'm not actually accessing the internet, but it is on the Wi-Fi. And it is probably communicating with the computer, which is of course connected. So Wi-Fi wise, I've got 2 devices. Internet wise, I've only got 1. Are you experiencing some lag? Couple nice bourbons and I won't care. Sounds like a game plan to me. How many screens I'm monitoring? I've got, let's see, I've got 3 screens going on down here, and I guess if you count the camera looking down, I mean, it's an active screen on this stream, yes, but it is not something I'm monitoring, I guess. I guess it's kind of a, for being specific, I got 4 screens, I guess, in play, but only 2 of the 4 am I monitoring. The other one's just, I was hoping to have the race on down here, but it, for whatever reason, I could not get the race in my basement on this TV. So, are you heading out to get the bourbon? We might have it in the pantry, dear. Are you suggesting that I go out and get something else for the younger owls to eat? Guess we only have 2 of the 4 to feed, right? Be an easy night to get out. Easier. I think they've already had something today, though. So I probably ought to get around and make some dinner. We'll just do a few more rolls. We have home delivery now. Woohoo! Yeah, I'll tell you what. A year ago, when I was out there doing that work in California, with everything shut down, Grubhub was my best friend. And it was kind of crazy because I was putting in some long hours out there, and Mrs. Al knows it. But a couple times it was almost a little crazy that because you have to order Grubhub, you kind of have to pay real close attention to when you're ordering, because you can't let them get to where they're closed and then you don't eat that night. So let's switch over and see. Boy, now that's opening a can of worms, William. We had, before I started the main stream for half dollars today, we had a little bit of a meltdown with number 3 over that very topic. He's one of our kids that deals with some autistic spectrum things. Here's a 71 without a mint mark. I'll set it aside. We can come back to it. It doesn't look like it's well struck or shiny, so I doubt it. Let's see. Where at in California am I working? Well, a lot of the times when I'm out there, I'm in the Bay Area, Livermore, California. I do a lot of work at both Lawrence Livermore and Sandia National Labs. I agree, dear. They all should. 2 of them have cooking merit badges from Scouts. There's really no excuse anymore. One of them we know can do his own stuff. It's just, you never know what he's going to come up with. The other one we're talking about is kind of like I'm saying, he's got some challenges from the autism that he deals with that makes things challenging, difficult, frustrating frequently. Put it aside, you kick yourself in the butt if it was rare. That's exactly right. I've got a 19-year-old. She's my Grubhub delivery driver. I love it. That's a good plan. What kind of engineer am I? I am a mechanical engineer by education. And the type of work that I normally do is building commissioning, building equipment system commissioning for HVAC and electrical systems. We can expand to other systems as well. Those are kind of my focal points, and I do all that with an eye and an ear for energy conservation opportunities. I wonder what type of engineering he does. In Central California, well, Angry Warrior, anywhere near Fresno. Because when I first started with this company 15 years ago, Fresno County was one of my first projects that I ever worked on. And it was a energy savings contract where you paid for the project from the savings. That's the kind of engineering I do. It's a little bit different every day. And I go long stretches without actually doing much in the way of engineering anything, but every now and then you got to know how to do it. You know what? Hey, go catch up with T-Wolf. We're just in bonus time right now. It is not a problem whatsoever. Why buildings fall down? No, I have not, but I am going to write that down and maybe go look that up. It sounds like that'd be an interesting one. Here in Kansas City, we back in the 80s, we had, you might even remember something like this, the Hyatt Hotel in downtown Kansas City. There was a catwalk that collapsed, killed a bunch of people. I do not always leave the lights on. I used to. Anyway, that catwalk collapse at that hotel in Kansas City became a national thing, and my company was not actually involved in that, but we do like a semi-annual course internally, just founded 59D, on that very case study to examine what went wrong that day and what led to that. And it's amazing that it was some simple oversight that could have prevented the whole thing. And there was a flaw in the design and the ability for the support structures to be able to handle that weight, and that's what led to it. Does he leave the toilet seat up? Yeah, this was supposed to be an overtime nickel hunt, not roast the host. But that's fine. It's all fun when you get your spouse involved in your hobby. No speared buffalo on that one. Ooh, there's a nickel that's had a rough life. I'm not sure what happened to it, but it got caught in something that took the edge, just about all the lettering off of the front. I can tell you that was a 1970 something, but that's about it. Ooh, well. 20 years on the 16th. Nice. You prefer roast the host. Okay, well, all buildings fall down without maintenance. Demolitions uses building falling down ratios to level their buildings. After 35 years, you've learned also. Oh, I love it. And this is kind of the area where Everyday Opportunity was encouraging me to venture out into, like, it doesn't have to all be about coins. And we might do a little more of this type of thing. Not necessarily hunting nickels, but just having some different conversations. Well, thank you, Angry Warrior. Congratulations to you and your wife on making it a couple decades as well. Or let's see, celebrate 20 years on the 16th. Yep, couple decades. I'm just hoping we can get a night away, Mrs. Owl. Be kind of nice to wake up to quiet. Haven't had a find here lately, but we might change that. A couple older looking ones here. Rare air nowadays to see this kind of commitment, it seems like. A little bit. And instant pot roast is awesome. Yes, it is. That reminds me, I may need to clean ours out so I can make some dinner tonight. We're going to have to see what we're going to have. What's your thoughts, Mrs. Owl? What would you like to have tonight? I was thinking about getting some steaks out for tomorrow night. I imagine that is true, William. Have they seen the holographic sticker? I don't know. I'll have to put one out here. Let me get through this roll and we'll do that. There's a little space up here. Why don't we just put one out right now? Got a headache too. So there's the holographic sticker. Let me know what you think. I've been kind of fighting a headache too most of the day. I think part of it's, you see my head down. My head down, looking at coins, so I'm sure it's just a little bit of a neck strain. But I guess I bring that on myself. Marked up 64. Of course, it's a D. I would be happy with grilled cheese for dinner. Hey, that can happen. It absolutely can happen. See, I like it when. Well, let's zoom in and get the finer details of it. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. I sent one of these to Penny Dog, hoping that if she gets it after they get their move done, that maybe they will feature it as a left-hand sponsor during one of their hunts. Wouldn't that be fun? High pollen this year, yep. All kinds of things disturbing people that are in high quantity this year. Ticks. We've been getting a lot of ticks around here. I don't like ticks. Ham sandwiches this week. That sounds good. Anyway, that was the holographic logo. just remembered I'm going to have a few other things I need to get on to. So, let me look here. Let me see how many we have left in this box. We might get through about half of it. Oh, what's with these boxes I got? They seem like they've been kind of roughed up. It's hard to get a good feel for if you even have all your rolls here. Alright, let's see. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, in 3 more rolls, we'll be halfway through the box. I think that'd be a good point to kind of go ahead and cut things off. So, we'll hunt this roll that we have laid out. And then we'll do 3 more rolls. And then we'll call it a stream. How about that? So let's find something. Let's find something fun. Ooh. Oh. For a second I thought we had a foreign. Another one dinged all the heck up. Another one beat up. Not finding any 2009s. Those are definitely in short supply. I don't know, William. Is 2009s, are those still worthy of pulling out and keeping them tubed up? I tend to think so, just because with nickels I don't run into too many of them. With quarters I seem to run into plenty of them. Half dollars I never see them, because obviously they're NIFCs, but I see other NIFCs, and it's just hard to say what the real story is. If I'm just not seeing them because I didn't make many, or because they were NIFCs. But I see a fair amount of 2009 pennies. Of course, those are out there in higher quantities anyway, but I like them. Garrett C., welcome back. Good to see ya. Environmental archaeologist. Interesting. My oldest son, who just graduated, took an archaeology class in high school. It's one of his last classes that he took, and had a great teacher. I'm sure he would find it be very interesting to talk things over with. Comment from Ravenhawk. Cool. I must have said something on his stream. There's a good looking 2005D with the buffalo on the back, but no spear through him. That's too bad. That's the quality coin I'd want if I had that spear on him. All Type 4 from 2006 to present are worth collecting, 1 roll each. Been here just lurking. Hey, not a problem, buddy. That helps you see what I do and helps build some hours for me, so that one almost looks for 2000. Boy, as shiny as it was, I was thinking maybe we got a proof there, but we don't. I thought maybe we had an old here, but we kind of sort of do, but not really. It's a 64D. Big surprise there. Yeah, Ravenhawk is a cool dude, and honestly, when I get done here, I don't know if he's streaming tonight or not. I know he was having some trouble with his bank getting $50 boxes, so I'm wondering maybe he decided he was gonna go do some do some other rolls. So William, when you say all type 4 from 2006 to present are worth collecting one roll each, are you saying if you can find an uncirculated roll of any type from 2006 to present that they are worth getting? People here freak out if we get a 1/4 inch of rain. And Angry Warrior, I am just curious. I may have not looked up to see your answer. Are you anywhere near Fresno? Out there in Central California. Yeah, that's very true. We have had a lot of rain. If you mention snow, you won't be able to get bread. And in July, yes, we'll be wanting that rain. I mean, kind of. I don't know that I want rain during that time of when it's so blasted hot, but I don't need the humidity cooker that we sometimes get, but I can handle dry heat a lot better than I can handle humid. South of Fresno in Kern County. Okay, so kind of in that general area. Yeah, I never really ventured much outside of Fresno when I was out there working. Last roll, everybody. But got to be familiar with the Fresno area a little bit. My work was with the county, so downtown at the county courthouse, city office building, jail. Always an interesting place to visit. So last roll, guys. If it'll spread out for me, we'll hunt this, and then we'll call it a stream. As you can tell, I have a lot of fun hunting. I have a lot of fun just talking with you guys. I've already got half a box already accounted for next week. That is awesome. Full box accounted for this week, and a lot of finds. That was cool. I'm still kind of over the moon that we found a Benji at the very end. So, got a dog barking upstairs. I'm not quite sure what that might be. That might be the oldest son and his girlfriend coming home. They took a little trip down to visit some friends at a college. All right. Well, didn't really find anything there. Oh, take these glasses off. My eyes are kind of buggy. And I might be a little coin weary now, so tell you what, let's go ahead and wrap things up. We're just shy of 4 hour stream today. As always, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed getting a couple new pieces of tech involved here with the microphone and the cloud bot. A couple more fun things to keep people engaged during the stream. Got a record, I think a record number of people engaged in the stream, concurrent viewers today. I think a record number of likes. I forget if it was a record number of comments, but oh, I got you. I guess the bot doesn't count you being here if you don't comment. Okay. That was a quick 4 hours. It does go kind of fast when you're having fun, doesn't it? So, Perplexed Mind 420. Oh, man. 33rd like. Thank you, Perplexed. Unfortunately, you're getting here just as I'm about to wrap things up. We did our $50 hunt a couple hours ago, actually. I just have been going through like half a box of nickels as kind of some bonus time and just doing a bunch of general chit chat with people in the stream. So, unfortunately, yeah, you're kind of getting here at the tail end of it. Perplexed, if you haven't already, go out and sub me. Put the alert to all, and when we go live next week, 2 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, you'll get notified when we go live, and you can join back in then. So I'd love to have you come back. I don't know that I've met you before, but I'd love for you to come back and join us in a future stream. So. 2021 nickels. Awesome. Very good. I am sub. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, turn that alert on. Then you'll see it when we come. Walker Magnet's asking how many rolls are left for next week. We have 25 rolls for next week. Just busy a lot with kids. I'll be back. Hey, no problem, Perplexed. I know that feeling. We got 4 ourselves, me and Mrs. Al. So, William, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Always good to see you. And Angry Warrior, I will send you an email, and I'll send you $5 for shipping. If it costs more than that, you let me know, okay? Because I'm definitely down with that. So thank you for doing an early purchase to get rolls next week. Sounds like maybe Walker is contemplating it with with the remaining 25 rolls. We'll get you guys all worked out on that, okay? Till then, till 2 o'clock Sunday next week Central Time, we will we're going to be doing a lot of things. I hope to be where I can do this. If I need to change the time, I'll let you know, but I'm still planning on being here on a Sunday able to do this, and we'll get it going again.